Hey everyone, in this video I am going to walk you through how to master proper encoding so that you can truly lock in what you learn. By the end of this video, you will feel more confident and ready to tackle your studies with a whole new level of motivation, guys. Now, for the better understanding of the deeper encoding, let me just give you a simple example of two friends in the same class. Both of them have to study for the exam of physiology. Okay guys, now let us see how Mohan prepared for the exam. From the starting itself, Mohan took a very traditional approach. He watched all the videos from the app called Marrow. So he basically the professor from the Marrow guide him through each and every concept, turning all the complex stuff into really understandable pieces. Then he spent a couple of days reviewing his own notes that everything was nicely reinforced. And by the time he hit the 7th day and took his test, he felt on top of the world, scoring around 80 to 90% guys. Basically, he really felt confident guys. Now, now on the other hand, Pasupati didn't have a plan like Mohan, so he just jumped straight into solving the tougher question, guys. At first, he only got about 30% of the questions right in the Q bank, and he got most of them wrong. But he spent days learning from those mistakes, and without even reading the book or watching lectures like Mohan, he built his own understanding about the subject itself. At first, he felt a bit low comparing himself to Mohan, who scored higher, but that process of struggle actually helped him. Now, here's the climax, guys. After a month, both Pasupati and Mohan took another physiology test. This time, Mohan only scored around 40%, realizing that he forgotten a lot over a single month. But on the other hand, Pasupati, who had struggled and learned by doing those tough questions, actually scored about 70%. So, here's the simple question for you guys, for you all. Why do you think there's this difference? Pause the video, jump into the comment section, and share your thoughts on what make that difference. Let's see what you guys think. The real reason behind this is actually rooted in the basic neuroscience. When Pasupati studied by solving those tough problems, he put a lot of mental effort in solving those problems, and that effort helped him build really strong synaptic connections in between the neurons inside his brain. This kind of making those memory enneagram pathways much more stronger, and those stronger connections means he remembered things better for the long term, meaning he had a better long term memory than his peer age group. Now there's another question. What's the problem in Mohan's approach of study? Okay, let me tell you guys. Mohan scored well on the test which is conducted after a month or a test which is conducted immediately after he read. The reason he is able to score well in this test was because he was able to retrieve the information from his working memory rather than the long term memory. But on the other hand, when the test is conducted after a month, he struggled and got a low marks on the test because he doesn't have a good long term memory. Why he got a poor long term memory is that building long term memory requires mental effort. It requires higher order thinking, it requires deeper level of thinking. Only by doing those level of thinking, you can make things on the working memory to get into the long term memory. In the entire process, what Mohan did was just passively watch the entire video, and in that video, that particular Mara faculty just spoon feed every piece of information. This entire process is very much easy and very much passive. Because of this passiveness, he can't able to make a better long-term memory. My Straightforward advice is this, guys: read less and read slower. Because only when you read slower, you can engage in a deeper thought process. My second advice would be engage in higher order learning as early as possible from the starting itself, guys. That means don't wait for yourself to finish an entire subject before solving a question bank. Go straight forward to solving the question banks, because only when you solve the questions you force yourself to think in an higher order or to think in a deeper manner.